Okay, now, where do you want to go? if you want to go to these 4 states, then what must you do? What would you do? Killing, stealing, and so on, right? you do akusala, right? Yeah. Then, if you want to go to these states, what must you do? You do meritorious deeds, like giving dana, keeping precepts, sila, and doing service to others, helping others, and so on, right? The ultimate aim of meditation is to get out of this. Right? I mean, vipassana meditation. But if you practice vipassana meditation and you do not get the full result, higher stage of vipassana, then you can be reborn in one of these 7 states. So just to go to these 7 states, you even don't need to practice meditation. Say you practice charity, dana, you practice sila, and if you have a good heart, then you may be reborn in one of these states. Then what if you want to go to these states? You have to practice meditation and get jhana. First jhana, second jhana, third jhana, fourth jhana. If you don't get jhanas, you cannot reborn in any of these 4 states. So you try to get jhana in this life, and you die with this jhana intact, then you'll be reborn in these states. And if you want to be reborn in these states, you get the formless jhana. So as a result of formless jhana, so you will be reborn in one of these states. So the way, say, to go to these different states is, the first is akusala, right? And this is kusala, or we should say kusala belonging to sensuous sphere, kama vajra kusala. And this kusala belonging to form sphere, rupa vajra kusala. And this kusala belonging to formless sphere, arupa vajra kusala. So kama vajra kusala, rupa vajra kusala, arupa vajra kusala leads you to rebirth in these states, right? So after being reborn in one of these states, then you may go down to some other states, or you may go up some other states, and so you go back and forth, and so long as there is these realms, or this rebirth in these realms, there is old age, there is death. You cannot escape. So here it is said, these 31 planes of existence constitute samsara. What we call samsara, the round of rebirth, is just wandering in these 31 planes of existence, going from one plane to another. So sometimes, say, as a human, you are reborn as a human being, sometimes maybe as a ghost, sometimes maybe as an animal, or sometimes as a Brahman. So these 31 places are what constitute samsara, and this is within dukkha satya, the noble truth of suffering. This is still suffering, the realm of suffering. Although there is very little suffering in these states, still there is suffering, because there is a beginning and an end to this life, right? So whatever has a beginning and an end is suffering, right? So long as we are in this samsara, we are suffering. More suffering here in the full woeful state, a little less suffering in human beings, and then still less in these, less, but still there is a small amount of suffering there. So the Buddha's advice is not to take delight in these 31 realms. The real happiness can be achieved only by getting out of these 31 planes of existence, or getting out of the samsara altogether. And there are lifespans given here. I'm not going into detail about this. Now, how long you will live in a given realm. So in Niraya, health, and then animal kingdom, ghosts and happy spirits, and asuras, there is no definite limit. right? No limit given. So you suffer there according to how much akusala you did in the past. What about human beings? Nowadays, the lifespan of human being is supposed to be about 100 years. But according to our books, this can go down to as short as 10 years. And it can go up to as many as millions of years, asankhya. So human lifespan is not fixed. Sometimes it is short and sometimes it is long, depending on how good behaving or bad behaving human beings are. And the others, celestial beings, have fixed lifespan. And here it is given by celestial years and also by human years. You can read them later. Now, in the Brahma plane, they are given as AK and MK and so on. So these are not kilobytes or something. K here means kappa, K-A-P-P-A. You see the legend here, kappa, K-A-P-P-A. That means a world cycle. So the lifespan of Brahmas are reckoned not by years, not by human years, not by celestial years, but by world cycles. Say 100,000 world cycles or 800,000 world cycles and so on. Now, how long is one world cycle? That's the problem, right? Nobody knows how long it is. Once a monk asked Buddha, how long is one kappa? Buddha said, I cannot tell you. It cannot be said in terms of 100 years, 1,000 years, or 100,000 years. So the monk asked, can you give us an example or an analogy? So Buddha said, yes. Suppose there is a big rock, like a dice, one yojana across, one yojana deep, and one yojana in breadth, a big rock. And suppose a man were to come once in 100 years or 200 years and rub that rock with a soft cloth, just once. And then another 100 years, he comes and rubs once, and then another 100 years and come once. And by rubbing with that soft cloth, that rock would run away. But one kappa is not yet finished, exhausted. So long is one world cycle. And here, the lifespan in some Brahma worlds are reckoned by that world cycles. So 80,000 world cycles mean incalculable years.
How long is where is it now?
Yes, I forgot to tell you that, right? It is called yojana. That means about 8 miles.
8 miles.
A very big rock. I hope you have memorized the 31 planes of existence, right? Now close your eyes. Now what do you see at the bottom? 4. And above that? Human beings. And then 6 celestial realms. And above them? 16 form Brahmas and 4 formless Brahmas. Very good. Now, you see the pink color. How many realms? 11. So, what are they collectively called? The sensuous world. So, these 11 are called sensuous worlds because in these realms, sensual objects and sensual pleasures predominate. And then what about the blue ones? The world of forms, or the world of form Brahmas. That means those Brahmas have both body and mind, so they look like human beings. And then the 4 yellow ones, the formless world. So Brahmas who have no physical body, so they only have mind. So we can say there are 3 kinds of beings, right? mindless beings, bodiless beings, and beings who have both body and mind. Right. So it is our choice where we want to be. Or to get out of these 31 realms altogether. So by the practice of meditation, we are trying to get out of these 31 planes of existence. Because so long as there is existence, there is arising and disappearing. So there is suffering. Now, when we share merit, so at the end of today's retreat, we are going to share merit. What do we say? May all beings share this merit. When we say may all beings, we should have in mind beings in all 31 planes of existence. So next time you say may all beings share this merit, you see these 31 planes of existence and being born in these states. So may all beings share this merit. May all beings in the 31 planes of existence. I think we should stop here. If you want more, you can ask me later. Not today or at some other time, because there are some more things to understand about the realms. But I think it's enough, because too much of a thing is really too much. It's difficult to digest. So now,
You open the floor.
Question and answer.